We're losing! Teamwork, guys, more teamwork. They're burying us alive!
Well, shit.
Jeez, Louie.
Honey, don't you want to beat those bastards? In my book, we're going to be winners.
Listen, I ain't got nothing left inside, huh? Cause you're training like a damn bum, you know that?
Screw them.
What are you doing? What are people doing?
Is this early access to...
Hey, let me tell you something, bro.
Get out there now and do the best you can.
All right. Hopefully everybody can hear me out there. What's going on? Welcome to episode 126 of the Bad Fodder Figures podcast. Before I get to the fellas here tonight, let me tell you, as I always do every week, what the free games are in the Epic Game Store. This is a long one, gentlemen. I gotta take a deep breath.
That's what she said.
3 out of 10, episode 1, Welcome to Shovelworks. Should I say that game again? 3 out of 10, episode 1, Welcome to Shovelworks. And the last game is Wilmot's Warehouse. What's going on? Welcome to 126. We see Corey, we see Eric, we see Matt. That's right, it's Corey from Gamers in Beta, but now we've one-up games. What's going on, Corey?
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for having me on. It's been a while.
It has been a while. I was thinking this today, that it might be 3 years almost exactly since Gamers in Beta ended, because I remember we started Bad Fodder Figures on October 2017, and I want to say that Gamers in Beta ended August of 2017. So I don't know if we're exactly 3 years, but it's probably pretty close on the nose. And we didn't plan that. I just said, "Hey, you want to come on the show?" And I think we might have hit the nail on the head exactly. I don't know.
Dude, that makes me feel so old.
Where has the time gone? Right? Where has it gone? But
I know, right?
Good to have you back. Looking forward to catching up. As everybody knows, we got Matt and Eric here. We are a subsidiary of Glovebox Gaming. And look at that shirt there. It's beautiful.
Glovebox Gaming. Hey, man, I saw, Bibbs, his shirt that you sent him?
$31 that cost me to send that to fucking Canada.
I'm going to tell you what, that shirt was looking good on Bibbs, man.
That's a $31 good-looking shirt. Speaking of, Eric has great chops for segues, right? So let's pop over to Firefox here for a minute. Oh, black screen. I want to go to. I want to show people the new store. We got a new item in the store, Eric.
Ooh,
yeah.
I want to pull up
Ninja.
The store. Pull up the store here. Go to the store.
Oh,
we got a tank top now. Yes,
man. I tell you what.
To show off those guns.
Yeah, we got it in black heather, black and navy.
Is it black? Is it really black?
The notorious black heather.
Yeah. Now that was gray. Whatever the hell it was.
Yeah. So they just, I don't know. I'd log on to Gmail and it says Stream Elements has got a new item that you can add to your store. So I always go look to see what it is, and it was tank top. I was like, fuck it, it's summer.
Yeah.
Put a goddamn tank top in the store. And of course, as always, I got the cheapest prices, unlike Glovebox over here, who's got to make a profit off shit.
No, I'm not making anybody. I'm all about the quality, bruh.
We're making 10 cents a shirt over here, okay?
I'm making nothing, so.
So you want to buy the tank top, go for it, all right? We got new emotes in the chat. If anybody's a subscriber,
those beautiful emotes.
If anybody is a subscriber, go ahead and light up chat with your emotes if you like. If that is what you do.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That.
Thank you at Devious MR Matt.
You are welcome.
Well, shit.
I love it when the computer talks.
I think that was Jeremy's doing, if I'm correct. Let's see. I'm sharing something on chat now. I want to show my streak because I'm a subscriber too.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, look at that fancy alert there. I'm liking that.
Yeah.
I like it. Those emotes look hot, man. Those look good.
I didn't think when I'm in my own chat I can put the meat bats in. So there we go.
The beat bats are important, bro.
Anyways, let's get back to Corey here. Corey, thanks again for being here.
Oh yeah, our guest.
That's right. We can't go too astray here. Last we left off, Corey, I think you were segueing away from being a private investigator. If you didn't know, Corey had a cool job. It's at least on paper, it sounded cool to me, where he was a private investigator, catching people. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, Corey, but catching people who were like collecting like workers' comp, but they were actually like out in a golf course or like, hanging and banging at the gym or just, out gallivanting when they really had a back and should be laid up in bed. Is that a
Insurance
good summary?
fraud.
Is that a good summary of what you did?
Pretty good summary. You're skipping all the like really terrible parts that made me want to quit. You're making my job sound way cooler than it really was, but I'm totally cool with that.
All right. You might got a little quieter, so maybe you want to move that black penis towards your mouth a little.
Oh,
It's like a regular Sunday night, huh?
Yeah, you're a little quiet on us, but that's all right. Speak into the microphone.
I'll fix that.
So, yeah, he was a private investigator. Then you went into PR, gaming PR. That was a short stint, would you say?
All right, does that sound better for my volume?
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot better.
Okay, good. I left being a PI a couple of years ago and got into PR for Stride. It's
Right.
where, do you guys know Sousa? You remember Sousa, right? Chris Sousa?
Yep, Chris, and I know Robert Brown, who was at Stride, who leads it up. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So you did that for a
So I was
bunch.
6 months or so, I think.
Yep. And now you're at One Up Games, and for people that don't know, One Up Games is a game center where you can go and you can rent. I don't know if it's by the hour. Corey will tell us, but you can rent. You don't own the Switch, you don't own the latest consoles, or you don't have a streaming setup, and you want to test out being a streamer. You can go there and do all that. They also have events. Back in the old days when we could go out and socialize, they used to do like events at colleges and libraries and stuff like that. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll do the whole pitch right now. So
Sure,
I got
sure.
The floor. We're a gaming lounge and esports center in Plainville, Mass. So we have like 30 plus gaming stations. We got virtual reality, Switch, PS4, Xbox, a bunch of retro stuff. And people come in and pay by the hour or by an all-day pass, and they can play. It's like a modern arcade, essentially. But we also have, like Mike mentioned, an on-the-go part of our business where we would go to colleges and run tournaments. We went to URI. We run tournaments for the Museum of Science Boston, stuff like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I do now. So rather than, like, do PR to get people to buy games, now I more facilitate people playing games, which I like doing way more. I'm way better at than writing pitches for PR.
Yeah, especially for games you could give a shit less about.
Yeah, see,
No, it's
that's the tactical way of putting it.
Yeah. That's how I am. I thrust right in there. I just go like right through.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I bet.
See, like we got Matt over here, who's not only our statistician, he checks he has various titles in the organization here. He checks the chat for questions. Your company, you're a creative director. So what powers does that give you?
Creative director is really just something I came up with because it sounds cool at the very end of the email.
Right.
There's only 4 of us in the company, and we pretty much do mostly the same stuff. I'm not the owner, So I'm just like, I can't
But
put
you are a
not
client?
the owner at the end of my emails.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I was like, hey, creative director sounds cool. So I run all our social medias. I run our Twitch. I run our YouTube. And in addition to all that stuff, I do like the just behind the counter stuff, literally help some kid who's stuck in VR, doesn't know how to get by this part of, Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever. I just have to talk him through that, teach kids how to play Cuphead, stuff like that.
So you're really enjoying it?
I am, yeah. It's the first time in probably my whole life that I've really genuinely loved my job. I didn't think that was going to be a possibility. Whenever I hear someone say oh, I love my job, I'm like, well, fuck you, because I don't know how anyone could love their job, but I got lucky. I got a job that I really love. It does take up 20 hours of my day though, because I have to be on call most of the time to handle social media stuff and emails from clients and stuff like that. But I still love it. It's a great gig.
And before the pandemic, you guys were thriving. I thought I saw somewhere that maybe you were thinking about opening another location. You actually had someone drive through the business. They were so excited to see Corey, and they wanted to fucking play the newest game on Switch, and they just drove right through the fucking center of the store. So you guys,
we legit did. If you look back on our Twitter, you can see photos of it. I got a call in the middle of the night, and it was my boss just saying hey, there's a car down at 1UP, and I live a block away. So I'm like, okay. And I was legit just watching Netflix drinking. So I ran down there as fast as I could, and I showed up, and there was a Honda Civic parked inside of the game center.
Wow.
What was the deal there?
Yeah,
the cops.
I asked the cop if they were going to what was that? I'm sorry.
Were they inebriated? Just had a malfunction behind the wheel, or what was the story there?
I asked the cop if he was going to do a breathalyzer, and he said there was no sign of alcohol use. But parking a vehicle inside of a building really seems like a sign of alcohol abuse.
That's the first thing you do. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, this guy just claimed it was an honest mistake, is what he said. So insurance took care of it. It's all settled, and now we have a nice big no parking sign on that window as an inside joke.
Perfect, as Matt would say.
Honest mistake.
Perfect.
I'm fine.
That's what that dude told the cop. I'm fine.
So prior to the events. And Corey, I do apologize. I know you're a big Shark Week enthusiast, so I'm apologizing for having you come on tonight because I know you want to be glued to the television for Shark Week.
Hey, I was watching that tonight. Mike Tyson is going down, bro. He's going underwater, bro.
Mike Tyson's on Shark Week now?
Yeah, so he's Shaq
he's jumping in.
Yeah.
He's jumping in, bro.
Holy cow.
Is he going to fight a shark?
I don't know. They put the the chainmail suit all over him, so I'm thinking he's going to get bitten. I don't know.
If he fights a shark, I'll watch it. That's the only way I'm watching Shark Week.
He's going to bite the fin or something.
Yeah, take a bite out of.
So you guys were, like I said, thriving before COVID struck, and obviously you must have been out of commission for some time with COVID. It must have really impacted your own house too, because your wife's a school teacher. And you're working at the 1UP where people have to come and play the games. So where's your mindset been, and what's it been like?
Like a lot of people, it's been kind of rough for the past couple of months. I mean, we just had to close up shop and keep our heads down for a few months. We just recently opened maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and like you said, part of our bread and butter was in-house tournaments. We were getting 50, 60 kids showing up to Smash Brothers tournaments. We can't do that anymore. So luckily, we've been able to do a few of our events online now. We got creator status from Epic recently, so we can do custom matchmaking for Fortnite. So we can run online Fortnite tournaments. That's helpful. We do Mario Kart tournaments online. We do as much of our stuff online as we can now.
Okay.
That's cool.
And people slowly trickling back in? With kids still being out of school, are you seeing some parents drop off? Hey, watch Bobby and Sue for the next 2 hours for us. We got to go home and I got to go. I've been home with these kids since March. I need a no pants party for at least 2 hours. Take my kids.
We definitely have the regulars who know us and they drop their kids off for a while. Most of our regulars have returned, but like you said, it's a trickle. It's starting as a trickle. There's still some people that are nervous about it. Mm-hmm. So I understand that, but we had our first birthday party booked, and we haven't had any parties booked in a while. So I think things are slowly starting to come around, but we can't do tournaments for a while now, which is unfortunate.
Are you guys all strict on the distancing of the computers and all that, and the gaming and all that?
Oh yeah, it's definitely face mask required, social distance required. If you sit down at a gaming station with some people who weren't in your immediate party, then you have to be at least 6 feet away. It's a whole new learning curve right now.
Yeah.
And are you walking around with the measuring tape? 6 inches, 6-inch ribbons.
We do have to remind kids to keep their masks on all the time, unfortunately. But I mean, that's just par for the course right now.
Yeah.
I hear you. All right. Where else was I going? New consoles are coming out, Corey. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Are you keeping up on game news? You got.
I do very much keep up on game news. Yeah.
Okay. So how will that impact the Game Center? You guys already talking about how many things you need to pre-order? Are you estimating a big hype? People might want to come down and test the PS5, test the Xbox Series X. Are they looking to you to be leaders in that? Hey, I don't know if I'm interested in it, so I'm just going to go to 1UP Games and try it and see if they have it and what it's like.
Oh, definitely. That's how it is for pretty much every game out there right now. As soon as a new big game comes out, a lot of people will come to us just to test it out. They'll pay for an hour, play it, and then decide whether or not they want to buy it. So the consoles, even more so. That's why the price points not being announced yet is maddening, because we still don't know what our budget's going to be for that. But yeah, we definitely plan to buy a few of each right off the bat.
Now, do you have, being a store, do you have a way to go right to a supplier, or do you have to go Best Buy, Amazon, like everybody else?
We have suppliers for certain things, but unfortunately not for consoles. Consoles, I think we're just going to have to go through regular channels.
Because I was going to slide you some cash and say, hey, order a couple extra ones.
I asked the question, Eric. I was sliding in there first. Don't be fucking thinking you're getting...
Well, I'm going to slide right behind you, Mike.
All right. Hey, well, since Corey's here and Lucky Phantasm Sean is in the house, we got to play this.
I have servers because I play with friends.
Hey.
I haven't heard that voice in a while.
Yeah. So here we are. Enough talking about Corey and grilling him with questions. Corey, jump in with the dialogue as you see fit throughout the evening. I do have an iced tea here. And Eric was asking me earlier if I was drinking, because I said, well, Matt's going to drink, and Corey said he would only come on if he could get shit-faced. And I says, well, Matt will help you out with that.
Johnny Walker, that's right.
I've been suffering for a while now, a number of years back in the Gamers and Beta days as well, from esophagitis. And I had a really bad episode about a week and a half ago where you get really bad, acid reflux, and you feel like, your heart's about to pump out of your chest, and you're just having problems breathing, sweating everywhere. So I really got to get the under control, which means eliminating carbonated, beverages. So beer, soda. I don't drink soda, but, so I got to take it easy on the beer, smaller meals, got to go real bland on my food, no onions, no sauce, nothing hot and spicy anymore. So it's just it's like cream of wheat and and vanilla
Jello. That's
here.
it.
I'm just mashing everything up into a paste, right? And just that's my future from now on.
That's what happens when you get old, bro.
Yeah. So taking a little bit of a break on the alcohol. Maybe what I got to do is I got to figure out which ones trigger it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The subs. Look at Matt gifting the subs. 5 subs. Damn. Big bucks, Matt. So with the beer, maybe I just got to figure out.
Oh, yeah.
Which ones work and which ones don't work. You know what I mean? Kind of like trial by error. Because I don't want to get that pain again. It's really something.
Oh, it's gotta be horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's got to be some horrible shit to go through go through your just eating food fucks you up. That's bad.
Oh, yeah.
So anybody who's listening to this and not actually watching this live, all those noises, oh yeah, that's our sub alert when someone subs. And Matt
that's just somebody masturbating.
Oh, yeah.
We've got Bush.
Oh, hello, pie.
I had no idea that was going to happen.
We got follows now too. Everything is popping off tonight. Jesus Christ. The fuck. So, I am not drinking this week.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Corey's drinking because this is going sideways quick. That's the only way you're going to get through this.
Are those follows? Every time you pick up a follow, we hear that.
No, that's a sub.
Sub.
That's someone
Right, somebody
subscribing.
else sub. I'm almost there.
Yeah. Those are the bits. I have to figure out why the bit alert doesn't have the appropriate image. I paid big bucks for those bit alerts, and I'm still getting the default one. God damn you, Streamlabs. I thought that was another one. That was just Matt over there sighing. Fucking Christ.
I'm glad I could bring your show to a screeching halt.
That's right. Well, I was telling the guys before we started that the zero turn is being ordered tomorrow, so everybody can cross that off their list of worries.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So getting up bright and early to take care of that business. I had the tree people.
I can't wait to see video and pictures of this thing tomorrow.
Yeah, like a giant orange on a fucking on a zero turn. Is that what you?
Yeah,
that's what you want to see. No, Corey, and the new palatial estates where I've moved to. So another thing you've missed out in the 3 years we haven't spoken, or haven't spoken on an official podcast. We've seen each other in person, but I've moved to Central Mass. I'm no longer like in the greater Boston area. I'm Central Mass now, and so more yard. So I'm tired of walking around with the push mower. I'm getting one of those zero turns, which should go really fucking well because I have like the equilibrium, a terrible equilibrium. I get car sick at the drop of a hat. So I'm just imagining I'm going to be doing donuts in my fucking backyard.
I can't wait.
Puke is just
Corey,
flying everywhere.
Corey, he really doesn't need it. He really doesn't need it because he has a landscaper.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, fucking check this out.
Landscaper?
Yeah, he has a landscaper. He doesn't.
He's a landscaper.
He's a fertilizer. He comes and fertilizes the grass. Okay, but check this out.
There's no scaping of land.
Last week, the wife and everybody down the Cape.
Down the Cape, Corey.
I'm mowing
their summer house.
Yeah,
down the Cape. He's summering down there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't buy another house down the Cape. Okay, my mother-in-law died in January, and I got the house. Okay, so it's not like I went out and bought a second home.
It's down the Cape, though.
Corey. But you do have a second home. You're paying taxes on a second home.
I do have a deed in my name on a second home, and yes, I'm paying property taxes on a second home. Yep.
That's that BFF money, is what that is.
That's what that is, and that BFF T-shirt money.
All those subscriptions just went to that I just gave.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all those subs.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
So carry on, Mike.
So I'm out there I'm really doing a great job mowing the lawn Tuesday, right? My pattern is looking nice. I let the grass get to a certain point that I could, like the ruts I was making were nice and clear, so there was no spots where the grass was tall. And I had to empty out the bag. I filled up my wheelbarrow, deposited all the grass into the woods, came back, started up the fucking thing. The handle flies off. I'm just holding the fucking plastic thing in my hand. The cord gets sucked into the top of the engine. I open it up. Eventually, I opened it up a couple days later. It's all tangled in there. So anyways, I knew I was buying the zero turn.
Wait, you opened it up a couple days later?
Yeah, because I had to find the right tool to do that.
I'm sure there was words said and things had to cool
there was
down
just
before
a big bucket, and it went
Yeah,
right back into the
that's just
shed.
what happened.
But long story short, as soon as it happened, I'm like, fuck, I got the other half of my yard that I have to do. I have all this grass. And I knew I wasn't getting the zero turn until later in the week, coming, to find out I'm not getting it till tomorrow. Call up the landscaper, bro. I was like, I'm like, my other Matt. I'm like, Matt, I just broke the cord on my lawnmower. I got, half of it done. I need you to come down and do the other half for me. Can you help me out? And he's like, yeah, no problem. He's like, perfect timing. My guys are just about to leave, the city I live in for the week. They'll come right now. So I'm telling you, within 15 minutes, I had the fucking landscapers there to finish the rest of it.
Fuck, give me Matt the landscaper's number.
He got a landscaper on call.
No,
yeah, seriously.
He's got like a retainer.
Matt the landscaper.
Like people have lawyers on retainer. He's got a landscaper on retainer.
And you should have seen me. There was quite the sight. You guys all know what those those slides are for your feet, So I got these Adidas slides, these white ones.
Oh, I got some new ones. Barb just bought me some today.
Yeah, well, my wife makes fun of me for wearing them, right? She calls them various names, but only things I can say over the internet here, is just like old man slippers, right? So,
right.
I got half the grass done. I'm all sweaty, got grass all over me, and I was getting ready to take a shower, and then the landscaper comes. I put my slides on, and I run outside. It must have been the sorest sight for eyes. Wait! I already did that. I don't need you going over it again. Only the stuff here that hasn't been touched. I'm telling you though, out there with my black socks, my white slides, fucking under boob sweat on my gray shirt. It was not a good look.
See, now we need that sub effect right now. We need that sound effect.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. I just want to be around with you for a day, Mike.
Constantly.
What were you saying, Matt?
I just want to be around with you for a day. Just watch you work and do stuff, and just sit back and relax and just drink beer.
Yeah.
It's quite the fucking life. Let me tell you that.
Oh man.
Now my question is, if you have a zero turn and this is going to be your first time using it, who's going to be recording for YouTube? Because this is footage that should definitely be going up on YouTube.
Oh, then it'll be out there with her camera.
And then I got to figure out how to get.
All right, good.
I got to figure out how to get a GoPro, and that way I can get a helmet. I'm going to get a helmet with the GoPro because Matt used to be our go-to guy, where he would tell us about the weather and lunch and what he was looking forward to lunch.
He quit though.
Yeah, he quit.
I got nowhere to ride now. I don't ride back to work.
Hey, Mike. After the accident, he gave it up.
Yeah, he quit about 3 years ago. None of those pandemic excuses. So I got to go out there and have my deep thoughts while I'm on the zero turn. I figure it's only going to take me about 15, 20 minutes to cut the grass now. So these will be really short episodes where I can get really in and out with my thoughts here. Yeah, we're up. Everybody's nodding. Yep. Good. That's good. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I would love to see it. I'll watch it. I'll watch that shit.
We got lots of controversial stuff to talk about in the news, but did anybody else have anything else they wanted to discuss off the top here? Anything exciting go on this week with you, Eric, Corey, or Matt, that we should discuss and let people know about?
Another week at home.
Yeah? You said you had a gout flare-up. What is a gout flare-up?
So...
You got
Corey, we are a really healthy bunch here. Don't worry about it.
Seriously, you got the gout?
I do. I do. Fucking 46 years old. I got fucking gout.
What is gout?
Too much acid in your blood. What's going on, bro?
A little bit too much alcohol, too much meat. But yeah, my foot and my fingers. This time it's my foot flared up where I could barely fucking walk on my foot. It hurt so bad. It was burning on fire. Just touching it hurt. And just trying to put on a shoe or sock or something, it was horrible.
What did you do to get it like that? How does that start?
Well, diabetes.
You saw
down.
That guy died.
Yeah, he did. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Wilford Brimley
died. Yeah. I didn't know he was only fucking 85. He had been like 185. Because he was playing
only
85-year-old.
Only 85. That's pretty old.
Well, he was playing 85-year-old
ripe.
people in movies back in 20 years ago.
True, he's always been old.
Yeah, he's always been old. He's an old.
He was old in like Cocoon. He was old.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
85's a good run, though.
What, Mike?
85 is a good run.
It is. It is. But I thought for sure he was older than that. I remember watching him in that show.
He did too.
Damn, what was that TV shows on Sundays? The Family
The House, where like they would end a scene and it would like fill in a part of the house. What was that called?
Yeah. That's right. But he was in that show. He was like the grandfather of the family. They had a little mental disabled kid in that.
Our House.
Yeah, yes. He was in that. He was old in that show. He was like a fucking 90-year-old person playing in that show.
He was, yeah.
So, yeah. But anyways, yes, I had a gout flare up this past week, and I couldn't walk, and it was bad, painful. It sucked.
So how'd you
My
make
foot
it go
was all
away?
swollen. Huh?
How do you make it go away?
You just gotta ride it out. You gotta ride it out. Just kind of hope, lots of water, drink fluids and stuff, and eat healthy foods, and hope that goes away.
That sucks.
Oh, it does. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. It's worse when I get it in my fingers. I get these fingers right here. They swell up so fucking big, and I can't. It just to like try and move them or something. Oh, it hurts so bad. Sometimes at night, because it's always at night is when it's the worst. And I just want to take scissors and cut my fingers off because it hurts so bad.
You got to tell Bob I need to do some finger exercises.
I need to stick these somewhere warm.
I need to warm up these
somewhere warm.
This is for me. All right, this is for me, not for you.
Yeah. Barb loves it when you get the gout on your fingers, bro.
Let me do some.
Yeah. Yeah. Bricko, you're correct, sir. Red meat beer is bad. Yeah. Got to cut out the alcohol. Got to cut out the red meat. For sure.
Now, I don't know what Iron Hale's popping off in chat saying that we don't sell fat guy shirts. I mean, how much fatter are you than fucking me? We have 3X shirts. If you're talking about hoodies, they don't sell the hoodies in 3X. But otherwise, T-shirts, we have 3X.
Jay's not a big guy, is he?
He says he is. I think he was when he had all that Mountain Dew and the honey buns. He was on a strict honey bun diet for a while.
The honey bun diet will do that to you.
The honey bun and peanut butter.
You talk about diabetes.
Yeah, the hoodies is not a. Seriously. The hoodies is not a restriction that we have. You're going to run into the same issue with Glovebox too.
Yeah.
Eric, how has your week been before we get into the news? Anything going on that we need to discuss?
Oh, nothing. Same old. Same old.
I
told you one of my guys got COVID. That's about it.
Yeah. So you're scrubbing all the guns down when you the gun scrubber?
No, I'm not the gun scrubber, bro. I sit at my desk. and tell them to get away from me.
In high school.
Corey, is that a leading contender for the name of the show right now? Gun scrubber. Someone's
gun scrubber. It's got my vote.
I like it. It's podcast gold here.
All right, let's get to the news. Enough of this fucking bullshit. We brought Corey on because we have lots of controversial topics. So hopefully he's coming out firing here with strong opinions because that's what we need.
Corey's coming out tonight.
No,
this is
you missed that up.
World breaking
Way to
news.
just ruin it.
This is world breaking news.
Really? Okay, do you hear what he just said? He just said, why don't you, for once in your life, just do the fucking news? All right, no. I'm going to do the fucking news. No, here is the fucking news.
All right, here we are with the news.
We had that in Gamers in Beta, didn't we? That was our Gamers in Beta news thing, wasn't it? That seemed very familiar.
So. I don't think so. I think we might have had
I don't know.
We had a retro sound in there, but I don't think we had that news bit.
You know what, you're probably right.
Spider-Man is going to be exclusive to Marvel Avengers on the PlayStation. Okay? And I guess this is going to be a long series, according to various pundits out there, of exclusives that Sony is going to have for this upcoming PS4, PS5, end of PS4 life cycle, and into the PS5. Some people out there are saying that this is anti-consumer, because why are we keeping a character only to one console? So maybe Matt pre-ordered the game on the Xbox and didn't know, and now Spider-Man's only going to be on the PS5, so he has to cancel his pre-order. Maybe he won't even pre-order anymore because he's upset. The other side of the coin is, no, this isn't anti-consumer. This is Sony being pro-consumer to the consumers they care about, which is their customers who are into the PlayStation, sort of ecosystem. So, Corey, what is your thought on exclusive content?
Well, I mean, first of all, Sony still owns Spider-Man, so
correct.
They don't own Spider-Man. They own
anybody.
Yeah, see, they don't own the rights to like Spider-Man himself, like anything that happens. I think it's just the movies and video games.
It's the movie rights,
right?
Correct, movie and video game rights,
but not the character.
So it's not a huge shock,
right? It's not. It's not.
And especially after that Spider-Man game last year, which was my game of the year, by the way. I thought that Spider-Man game was the best Spider-Man game ever made, one of the best superhero games ever made.
Correct.
And seeing as how I'm a huge game nerd right now anyway, and the console wars are stupid, I, of course, own pretty much all gaming platforms, so I'm not that hurt by this or surprised by it. And, when they put out the specs of these new consoles, that doesn't do anything for me. Content's king. Content is where it's at. It's all about content. It's all about what I can play and where I can play it. And if I have to play it on Sony's new, incredibly ugly new console, I will. And I'm totally fine with that. I just wish it wasn't gigantic. That thing is a beast and it's ugly, but I will buy it and I will play Marvel Avengers on it.
Yeah, I think it's probably gigantic because I think they're really concerned about airflow and they don't want the thing sounding like a tank anymore.
Well, and they got to make room for selling a Slim a couple of years down the road too. So
yeah. We can't go Slim right off the shelf.
No. Can't give it a year.
But if I'm Mr. Sony though, I'm thinking I got to get something to draw people to my system, right? Because it's all about money at the end of the day, right?
Right.
So what? I don't have a problem with them doing that, man. People get all butthurt, and if everybody had everything, why would we need different systems? We just have one.
Right.
I personally don't care. I'm not a big whatever.
But you have all the systems. That's why you don't care.
I understand, but I don't care. I mean, okay. Cool, Spider-Man's on this one instead of this one. I could still give a shit.
Let's put it. I guess put it in terms that you would care about. What would be something you would care about? The Reds
MLB The Show, but which now is on Xbox. But I mean,
well, let's just say it's
this guy who's draped in MLB memorabilia right now. Like,
now, Whittam's like that alternate jersey you have on right now, right? Let's say that's only available on the Xbox version that's going to come out.
So here, that'd be good. That'd be a good situation where, okay, you know what? The Sony version has all the MLB teams. The Xbox version only has maybe the AL and all the minor league or something like that. So that would be. I mean, that would be a huge deal. That would be kind of big there. Something like that. That would suck.
So what would you? So yeah, how would you feel about it then if it was something that you cared about?
I'd be pretty pissed. I ended up buying the one on the PlayStation probably, but I was like, what the fuck? This is kind of dumb.
So have they come forward and said that this is definitely not a timed exclusive?
They just said right now exclusive. They haven't come out and said timed. They're just saying exclusive.
Okay.
And Imran Khan, who is the kind of like the news guy at Kind of Funny, is saying, conserve your energy on how mad you get about these things because they got a lot of these things in the pipeline for this coming generation.
Anything that makes the general public on the internet infuriated kind of makes me happy. That's just who I am as a person.
But this is nothing new, right? Exclusives is nothing new. It's been going on for years.
Well, the issue here is that the 360 era Call of Duty was exclusive, had the first rights for Xbox, right? And then the tables got turned in the PS4 era, and Phil Spencer came out and said, "We're not ever doing that again." So they did a thing where they've come out. Xbox has said, "We're not getting into these exclusives. We're not paying the money. It's not what we're doing. This is anti-consumer. We're not getting into that. Gamers should be able to play, no matter where. So that's where you're seeing a lot of these people come from, because Phil said it, so I'm going to back that, train as well. Now, for me, I can't be selfish at work, right? At work, I have to care about my coworkers, people I manage, my customer-facing customers. At home, I can't be selfish. I got to feed my kids. I got to clothe them. I got to pay my bills. I got to, give attention to the wife. But when it comes to gaming, this motherfucker is going to be real selfish. I don't give a shit. Spider-Man's on the PlayStation. Fucking deal with it. Okay?
Yeah.
Fucking tired of all these babies. Tired of all these babies.
That's like playing Super Mario Brothers on the Xbox, bro. Get out of here. I wouldn't even feel right.
Yeah.
I just,
I will say gamers are the most spoiled fucking people out there.
It is like,
so entitled people. Oh my God.
Careful. They're also very vocal.
They're just bigger fish to fry for
I don't
me,
get
right?
what they are. It's just like, holy shit, grow up.
Yeah. I've seen people out there. A lot of people just
that Go ahead.
No, you.
I think that the reason the console war exists is just because the average, gamer who, when you first start getting into games, you're like 13, 14, your parents buy you that console. You can only play on that one particular console. So therefore, you're very beholden to that console. And if anything comes out that you want to play that is not on your preferred platform, that's when you get angry about it. Once you get to a certain age where you have a disposable income and you can buy multiple consoles, the console war doesn't mean anything.
No. I'm still shocked, though, that people buy games because of the controller. I still see it on a daily basis. The people that Xbox people cannot adapt to the PlayStation controller. So I saw
almost like the same thing.
And I saw people online today saying, well, thank God Horizon Zero Dawn's PC version has the native button mapping for the Xbox controller. I don't know. I don't have a lot of skills in life. I come on this show and I bear it all. I tell you about how I can't do X, I can't do Y, I can't do all this in life. But motherfucker, I can flip between a PlayStation and an Xbox controller like that.
Yeah, we get that a lot at 1UP. Kids will come in and we'll have like a Fortnite tournament, and we'll say like, okay, yeah, here's your gaming station. It's PlayStation. Oh, well, I only play on Xbox. Like, motherfucker, it's the same controller. They're like, yeah, the sticks aren't exactly the same level on the controller, but yeah, it's pretty much the same goddamn controller.
I mean,
it's mapped the exact same, for Christ's sake.
Exactly.
The fucking buttons are in the same place on these things. There's no real difference as to what you're doing for the most part. Going from controller to controller, it's
we're in the
minority. Is when someone says hit the X button. The X button is what can throw you off.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, PlayStation is getting Spider-Man. I'm hearing good things about the beta too. I didn't jump in. I didn't have time to pre-order, but I'm hearing good things about the Marvel Avengers game. I didn't think it was going to be that good based off of some of the early screenshots that we saw. Looked a little kind of wonky, but I've been watching people playing. I've been listening to people, and people are enjoying it. So it's
good.
I know a free open beta next weekend for PlayStation. Look, people want to check it out.
Nice.
Go check it out. I'll probably check it out.
Yeah. Let's see. State of Play was this week for PlayStation. I'll ask Corey. I'll kick off with you. Lots of older games kind of coming back. So the new Crash Bandicoot. Were you a Crash Bandicoot guy?
No, I'm terrible at those games. My wife is really, really good at those games. Actually, that part in Uncharted 4, I actually had to make my wife play that because I'm so bad at Crash Bandicoot games. But I respect the platforming.
Okay. How about Braid and Spelunky?
Spelunky was one of those games I had to review. And if you've played Spelunky, you know how incredibly difficult that game is. So I have a sordid history with Spelunky because I had to review it before there's any sort of guides out, and it was incredibly stressful to do that. But it's a good game. And as far as Braid goes, I'm just not really a big fan of Jonathan Blow. I won't go down that road, but I'm not a big fan of him.
Mm-hmm. Could it be the name?
It doesn't help.
Right.
Was there anything that you saw there at State of Play. Eric, how about Hitman Trilogy playable in PSVR?
I'm going to check it out.
That sounds very interesting.
Exactly.
Corey, what's it like at One Up with VR? Do people come in and play that?
VR is probably one of our most popular things because it's still kind of cost prohibitive for most people to have at their house.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of kids will come in and play. Honestly, one of the most played games is still Job Simulator. Kids love fucking around in Job Simulator because it's just like a sandbox. You can do whatever you want. And Five Nights and a few other things. But PSVR is very popular. So Hitman and PSVR, that got my attention.
Yeah.
Of course, every video I'm trying to show on here, fucking IGN's going to monetize every video under the sun. Yeah, Hitman VR. I'm not great at the Hitman games, so playing it in VR is interesting to me.
Yeah, I think it'll bring you into the game a little bit more instead of seeing the back of his head. Right. You'll be him. Actually,
looks beautiful though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. It seems like it would be fun streams to watch, too. I think that's going to make for some really good streamer content.
Yeah. So Braid and Spelunky, Vader Immortals coming to PSVR. Of course, that's already on Oculus Quest. This Control DLC that people are talking about. This is another, I think, exclusive to Sony, timed exclusive. This is going to have some Alan Wake crossover into it. So it's the second expansion for Control called AWE. And it featured a glimpse of Alan Wake. So, like I said, it is a crossover, and I think that's going to be exclusive to PlayStation for a little bit as well. This new 4v4 game, Hood, Outlaws and Legends. It seemed like a little bit of like Assassin's Creed and For Honor with their own kind of spin on it.
Yeah.
Corey, what's your excitement level for Bug Snacks?
Non-existent. Honestly.
Non-existent.
I see a lot of people getting hyped for it. I don't care. I don't care about Bug Snacks.
Would it be fair?
They need an Animal Crossing killer.
Corey, would it be fair to say that maybe back in the gamers and beta days you might have cared about Bug Snacks? I feel like your gaming.
I haven't kept up with it that much. So like when new things come out about it, I really don't pay too much attention. When I first saw that reveal video.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. It didn't do it for me, but I mean, you watch. I'm probably going to buy it when it comes out, and I'll play the hell out of it. It wouldn't surprise me. That's the kind of gamer I am. I can say something looks like it sucks shit, and then I'll end up buying it and playing it. So I don't know. I don't have too much of an opinion on Bug Snacks yet. The trailer was okay, but it didn't give me enough to like pre-order the game or anything.
Because I would say, I think back in the gamers and beta days, you were not a Call of Duty person, but you're a Call of Duty gamer now, aren't you? You play a lot of Call of Duty.
I am a Battle Royale person. I love PUBG.
Okay.
I can't build for shit, so I don't play Fortnite, but I love the concept of Battle Royale, and when I found out that Modern Warfare was going to have Warzone, that's why I bought it, and yeah, now I'm like hardcore into Warzone. I love Warzone.
Okay. I was showing on screen right now this game Godfall, which I think looks pretty hot. It looks a little bit like God of War in some of these scenes. A lot of people are talking shit about this game, and it looks very bland. And
there's a lot of mixed reviews on this one.
Yeah, a lot of people got strong opinions on him on this one. I don't know. It could
looks
be
like that iPhone game. What was it called?
Oh,
you know
I know
what I'm talking about, Mike?
Yeah. This could be the knack of the PS5.
The knack. Oh no.
Yeah.
Jugger of Geese with the sub. Thank you, sir. Knack 1 and Knack 2 were more like showing the capabilities of the system rather than, solid games. I think this is the same thing, trying to show you trying to show you all the visuals, what the system can do, and then maybe the game is so-so. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's just a few other games. Nothing really that caught my eye. There's one game that's having quite the controversy now. Aeon Must Die, which people were actually really liked, but then the people that used to be the developers said they got the game stolen from them by the studio. So there's some controversy around that. State of Play I thought was just okay. It wasn't great. I thought it was decent. You know, it was
Yeah,
a
it
lot
was
of
decent.
It was a lot of PS4 stuff and some stuff for the PS5, but not a ton of new stuff.
But they didn't say they was going to show a lot of first party stuff. They said they were going to show a lot of third party stuff, right? Like stuff like that.
So here's another interesting news story, and Corey, I want your opinion on it because I think this is very important to your business. With the Xbox, the controllers and everything like that are going to carry forward the peripherals, right? So you got the new Series X, all your old, Xbox controllers are going to work with it. So that's probably a cost savings for you guys. With the PS5, the PS4 controllers are only going to work with the PS4 games that they bring over that are compatible. So I think there's maybe, they're going to start with the first 100 most popular games. So there's going to be a good chunk of games that the PS4 controller will work. But the new games will not work with the PS4 controller. It will be the PS5. So how does that impact you guys? I mean, this is the first time, really, maybe with the exception of some Wii U stuff, that controllers are carrying over in a generation. How is that impacting your work?
I mean, it might save us some money if someone decides to play a PS4 game on the PS5, but honestly, it seems like it's going to cause more confusion than anything else. Like, consumers are going to be confused as to, I thought my controller was going to work with this game. Why does it not work with this game? So, I mean, I don't know, we probably won't have to phase out all our PS4 controllers right away. So, yeah, that'll save us money and I guess save us some time. But it just seems like it's going to be an extra headache. Now, the Xbox controllers are going to completely work with the Xbox Series X?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They'll also have...
know that. That's great news. That's going to save us more money.
Yeah, and I mean, they'll have the new controller as well. Whatever they're calling it, must just be the Series X controller. But yeah, your other controllers will work for sure. Because they're not making a huge shift.
That'll be nice.
You know what I mean? They're not rolling like the PlayStation 5. They're not bringing the PlayStation 4 controllers over for new games because they got the haptic feedback, they got the triggers. So they put a lot of work into their controller to be different than the DualShock 4.
Yeah, the new Xbox controller is very, very similar to the one that's out there now.
Right. I think the only difference is there's like a share button in the middle, right? There's like a third button that sits in the middle. They really haven't said too much about that button, but it looks like there is some sort of share or creative type button.
What do you guys think about the PS5 controller?
It looks decent.
It looks to be, beefier like an Xbox controller, like the same footprint. Overall, I think I've said on the show before that I kind of like it when some of this shit goes like a little wacky. Playing it safe is not always fun. And I do think, you've already said the PS5 is ugly. But, yeah, it's ugly, but it's just going to sit in my entertainment unit. It's not going to be on display. So I like when they go a little wacky off the wall. I sort of like that the Xbox Series X now is a little bit out of the norm as well, that it's, really they want you to use it like a tower and not laid down. It's another thing you guys at the place will have to figure out, right? How you're handling these. They're not the typical footprint that you would be used to with consoles. They're a little, the PlayStation 5 is a big machine.
We have a couple dozen TVs across the wall, and we have stands underneath them where we put whatever console it is, and they typically stay wherever they are except for tournaments, then we move some stuff around. But that PS5, that thing is a monster. Like, I'm not sure how we're going to put that on the same shelves, especially if they demand that it go vertical. Like, I feel like consoles have been trying to inch their way towards vertical since the PS2, but most people always lay them down, so I'm like... I don't know. Like I will buy it, and I honestly think the controller looks sexy as hell. But the console itself, I'm worried about that damn thing, especially at my home setup. I don't know how I'm gonna. That thing's gigantic. I don't know where I'm gonna put it.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. I think we're all kind of in the same boat. Got to make it fit, though, right, Eric? You got to make it fit.
Oh yeah,
you got to push it. You got to just push it in. Ram it in.
That's how I live my life.
God.
Stab it and steer.
That's right.
Corey, are you a iOS or Android guy?
iOS. I'm not
iOS.
super diehard about it, but I feel like ever since I learned the UI, I'm more inclined to buy iOS.
So I think that 3 out of 4 of us are Apple guys, iOS. Matt is the lone holdout, Android. The reason I bring this up is the latest story here with cloud gaming, whether it's xCloud, Google Stadia, NVIDIA's cloud offering. None of those are coming to Apple. And they came out with a statement this week saying that the App Store was created to be a safe and trusted place for customers to discover and download apps and a great business opportunity for all developers. Before they go on our store, all apps are reviewed against the same set of guidelines that are intended to protect customers and provide a fair, level playing field to developers. So long story short there is they can't monetize it, right? They can't figure a way to monetize it, to get these things on here. Because what they want to do is they want to say, all right, Google Stadia or xCloud, we want 30% of every game that someone plays. And that's not the way it works, because you are buying something on either Xbox's site for Game Pass or on Google Stadia's store for the game, and then you're logging into their app to play the game, right? You're not making any purchases there. And Apple hasn't figured out a way to monetize that, so they're saying, no, you can't come on our platform because we want 30% of your game. So Microsoft has shut it down. They're saying our testing period for Project xCloud preview app for iOS has expired. Unfortunately, we do not have a path to bring our vision of cloud gaming with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to gamers on iOS via the Apple Store. Apple stands alone as the only general-purpose platform to deny consumers from cloud gaming and game subscription services like Xbox Game Pass. So, I'm pretty bummed out. Not that, I have a work-from-home job. Even pre-pandemic, I've been working from home for 5 years. So I'm not like Matt, who back in the olden days would have a lunch break and would go, to either the cafeteria or outside to play something, or like Glovebox. He brings the Switch to work and he can do his stuff there. But I am a guy who's into video games, clearly, and I want to test out the tech. And I won't be able to do it because I don't have any Android products. And, as someone who subscribes to Stadia, I haven't been able to test that as well as much as I would like. So, is this a?
I feel the same way. I'm a gamer just like you, right? So,
right.
I went and ordered a Samsung S6.
See, I don't want to do that. I understand that. I
had to.
And thanks for the follow there. Good timing with the alert too. I understand. S6 is a tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been looking. I got to tell you, I've been looking. I won't bullshit you. I have been looking at the prices because I'm interested. I want to see how this shit works. I want to talk. I want to be able to come on here and talk about it. You know what I mean? I just don't want to talk in bullshit hypothesis.
Well, it's kind of weird how last week Samsung came out with that exclusive content and everything with Xbox and the xCloud and all that stuff. So I'm sure as hell that played a lot into that decision with Apple. I'm sure there's something going on there where it's like, you know what, you can't do this. No, we made a deal with Samsung, so here it is.
Yeah, Stadia's had no luck either, right? There's no app on the Stadia to play. And GeForce is running into the same issues. What's interesting is Netflix is on there, right? But, so is the issue really that they can't monetize the game, or is they don't want a competition to Apple Arcade? Right? I'm not sure if
that might be a thing too. Yeah.
If you subscribe to Apple Arcade, Corey, or not, it's $5 a month. You get all those games. I don't know. It's probably a combination of both, right? They can't make money on it, and they don't want competition to their own gaming platform. Now, Apple, I was listening to another podcast today, and they say Apple is the third leading moneymaker in gaming. Right? So you got like, Activision, Blizzard, at the top, and then maybe it's either Sony, and then it's Apple. You wouldn't think that, but all those fucking grandmothers sinking in tons of money to Candy Crush.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's a lot of Candy Crush players out there. I mean, dude, I've been gaming for well over 30 years, and I'm an iOS user, but I don't know. I don't connect the two. I use my iOS devices for work and for editing and for, social media, but I have no interest in playing games on iOS. But I know that's the way of the future. And I don't know. Like I have zero interest in Apple Arcade. We actually had a short subscription to Apple Arcade at 1UP, and nobody cared. Nobody came in to play it. Nobody wanted to test it, so we got rid of it like almost right away. Like it was just something that like came and went.
Now, what about cloud gaming? Would people come into if Stadia had a game that was exclusive that was hot? Would you get Stadia and then have people try it? Like right now, we'll get into it when we talk about what we've been playing. Fall Guys is a big popular game. Let's say Fall Guys came to Stadia and was the exclusive, and everybody was talking about it. Would you envision you guys getting Stadia for work?
The only thing about cloud gaming is you're at the mercy of whatever internet provider is in your area, and it's still legal in America for internet providers to monopolize certain areas. So if they offer shit service, you can't do anything about it, unfortunately. So I just don't think our country is set up yet for cloud gaming. I don't think we have fast enough internet for cloud gaming. And I honestly don't really know how it would affect our business yet because, cloud gaming you could get at your house or you could get at our place. So I don't know. I don't think cloud gaming's there yet. I don't think it's going to be there yet in our country until we can get a better internet infrastructure.
Yeah, certainly the people in the middle of the country and other more rural areas will have a tougher time. It works fine for me here in Central Mass with Stadia minus Destiny, but that's another issue altogether. But yeah, you guys, I imagine, must have like some sort of corporate business internet at your 1UP games to handle all those online.
We do. We have an internet account, business account through Comcast, but unfortunately we only have one provider in our areas. We're kind of at their mercy. Like
Same
if their
thing here.
internet sucks, there's not a lot we can do about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Matt is going to have to lead the charge. September 15th, sir, Matt. You can take advantage of your Game Pass Ultimate, and you get about 100 games right out of the chute to play. You going to take advantage of it?
I am. Yeah, sure. Why not? I got my Samsung tablet. I got my Samsung phone. Sure. Why not? Do it. I'm paying for it. I'm going to try it out. See how it works out.
All right. Eric, when does your S6 come in?
Probably like a week from now.
And that's a tablet, you said, right?
Yeah.
What was the price?
Is that the new one they just announced?
I think it's been out for a minute. S6.
What's the price point on that?
What's the price on it?
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent of an iPad Pro.
Damn, like $900?
I got it for $860.
Wait a minute, you're getting ripped off because the new tablet they just announced is only $630.
But it's not the same
you don't need
as the S6.
You don't need like a big processor because the cloud's doing that, right? It's just like the chipset or something. I don't know.
I know, but I'm gonna do other stuff on it too.
Yeah. The last news.
You gotta have this.
The last news story that we have. This one just came in right before we went on. Is the Xbox Series S controller has leaked? Someone was able to buy this at some sort.
Well, they actually bought it.
Yeah, they bought this at some sort of. What does it say here? Microsoft rumored to be unveiling a second, cheaper next-gen Xbox console this month, and it looks like it would definitely be called the Xbox Series X. The Verge has obtained photos from Microsoft's next-gen controller in white. Twitter user Zach S. was able to purchase the controller today, and we confirmed it's genuine. Controller was sold on a resale site. The side and packaging notes that the controller works with the Xbox Series X and Series S consoles. So it looks like the Lockhart version, the cheaper version, not as powerful version, is going to be white. Robot white. And you see it's got that third button there. They're calling it the share button. Capture and share content seamlessly. Microsoft's got to be so pissed about this. You know, they put all those hours into whatever they're doing in August to unveil this thing, and someone buys it and then just fucking sells them out on it. They got to be pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still going to sell shit. So, how pissed can they
Oh, you know, people in marketing, that's what they do. They work towards these moments in their life. They're big milestones, and now someone's taken, you know, the wind out from underneath them. I would be pissed.
Yeah, me too.
What are you going to do?
Coming from
this is how it is. Everyone should know that shit gets leaked nowadays. Game of Thrones, you know, new consoles, new games. Shit's going to get leaked.
All right, let's get into what we've been playing here. I'm keeping my eye on the clock because I know Matt does like to go to bed early here.
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Corey, what have you been playing, sir?
I tried Fall Guys the other day.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I really haven't been playing it too much. Mostly it's been Warzone, and when I haven't been playing Warzone, I just recently finished Carrion, and in between Warzone matches, I'm playing The Last of Us 2 still. But with, you know, global pandemic and all the horrific things going on in reality, it's kind of hard to use The Last of Us as an escape right now because The Last of Us is pretty heavy themed. You know, it's a tough escape right now. So I haven't been playing a lot of The Last of Us, but I love it. It's a great game. Honestly, I think it's my game of the year so far.
Yeah, I've beaten it. Absolutely loved it. I would agree. Probably my game of the year as well. Eric's played a bunch. Have you finished that one yet, Eric?
Not yet. I think I'm gonna finish it tonight.
All right. Eric's
Please, no spoilers. I'm still in Seattle.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers. Carry On's a good game. I haven't got back to that one in some time, probably a couple weeks. I'm stuck on some sort of puzzle, but I thought that was an interesting game, interesting take. Short, right? Only about 4 or 5 hours?
It's short, and honestly, I think the puzzles are a bit unfair. I don't like the way they design some of the puzzles. It's really fun to be the monster and to creep around on people and to, like, you know, come out of the air ducts and rip people apart. But as far as the puzzles are concerned, like, some of them are so abstract. I couldn't beat the game stoned. I tried, couldn't do it. I had to play the game sober in order to figure out some of those puzzles.
How is Season 5 of Warzone?
It's very, very good. The only thing with Warzone is if you play it a lot, you know that every time a patch comes out, the meta changes. So you have to figure out which weapons are the best. And I'm in the process of changing my loadouts and figuring all that out. But I'm very hardcore addicted to Warzone right now. I think it's the spiritual successor to PUBG. It's what PUBG should have been. So that's why I love Warzone so much.
It blows my mind that you're playing that. But I guess Gamers in Beta was really kind of pre-Battle Royale a little bit. Maybe PUBG and Fortnite were there towards the end. I just thought maybe I'm having...
You guys had PUBG. I remember being jealous of the PC gamers because you guys had PUBG and there was no PUBG equivalent on consoles yet while we were in Gamers in Beta. So that's why I was late to the party. But yeah, I'm more obsessed with that mode than I guess I am with any particular game. But yeah, I think Warzone has done that the best as far as I'm concerned because every Battle Royale needs its gimmick, be it, Realm Royale or Fortnite with the building. Everything has to have its gimmick. And as far as Warzone is concerned, it's more of a realistic, gritty take on it like PUBG was. And that's what appeals to me.
Now, have you played Apex or the Hyperspace is coming this week, I think?
I watched the stream for Hyperscape, and I did play Apex for a little bit, but I quit Apex pretty quickly because I just didn't like the traversal. It was too quick for me. I don't know, I'm just an old person, and I don't want to fly around the map like that. I'd rather play something more grounded and more realistic. So I don't begrudge Apex. I understand the people who like it. I like it better than Fortnite, personally, but it's just too quick for me. My old old person brain can't handle it.
So, guys, we know what he's trying to say, that he's a camper. He has to hide in the bush.
Oh yeah.
He has to make his moves very slow. That's what he's trying to tell you. He's not a run and gun. He's a camper, right?
Which, to be fair, is all of us when we're this age. We're all kind of, a little bit slower than everybody else. So
I got 13 some Warzone victories. So like, I'm all right. Camping's working for me. Okay.
Good for you. Good for you.
Well, you like that battle royale? You might want to play some more of that Fall Guys. If you're into the whole, what
That's
they call
true.
that, Bumble
Fall
Royale?
Guys is fun.
Yeah, that's stressful.
Bumble Royale. Now, have you dipped your toes? When we last left off, you were big into the Switch. Are you still playing on the Switch? Are you into Animal Crossing or anything like that?
I kind of fell off Animal Crossing. Tonight was the first night I played it in a while because they had that recent update with the fireworks and stuff like that. So that's something I can play with the kiddo and with the wife. So I still play that a lot. That's what I played Carry On too, actually on. So
you bought it there. Okay.
Right now I've been more heavy into my Switch and PlayStation.
Excellent. All right, Eric, what have you been up to besides working and cleaning?
Working and cleaning and stacking paper, like Mafia Thug says. But I played the one game you just talked about. What's it called? What is it called?
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys. I played that, and it's cute. I suck. It's stressful. I can get to maybe 3 rounds, and then I just die. I'm just no good at it, man. I've never gotten to the end of it at all. So
I just introduced a family to it tonight. So
man, I bet it's a big hit.
Oh yeah, right after dinner, I said, "All right, we're playing Fall Guys." So they were playing like Gang Beasts for a while, and the Mario Kart and stuff like that. So when they were down the Cape, I said, when you got kids come home, I got a game for you to try. So we just all passed the control around. Everybody got their turn, right? So, yeah, everybody's
well,
really
it's cool.
enjoying it. Yeah, it's a good family game.
It's a good fun game.
Yeah.
But I've also been playing. I was on Steam the other day, just looking around, and a free game hit. It popped up. It's called the Rift Breaker Prologue.
Oh,
you check that out.
That just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, right. It's a Command and Conquer type game, and it's pretty fun actually, and it's free. So it's in beta testing right now, I believe.
Oh, so it's free for testing and stuff. I mean, it's not a free game, but it's free for testing and stuff right now.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a price to it eventually, but you can play it right now for free. Rift Breaker Prologue. It's cool. Yeah, that's it, Mike, right there.
Yeah. So you jump in between a whole bunch of different type of. Is it like some sort of like tower defense?
It's like that. Yeah, it's like Diablo. It's a mix of everything. And Command and Conquer. It's pretty dope.
Okay.
So that's basically all I've been playing right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Matt, what have you been up to?
Fall Guys. We did that the other night. You, myself, and Jay, and I was a little having a good time doing that. But we played that. I've been playing that a couple times during the week also. During lunchtime or my free time during the day. Getting in a couple of rounds there because it's a very cute game. Very fun to get in, quick out. As long as there's other people playing, as long as the servers are up, you can get in and out. Doing that, got into some Destiny, did some more of that, did some bounties and stuff, get my season rank up again. And I actually went in, I'm getting ready to fire up some Horizon Zero Dawn again because it just got released for PC on Friday. And I watched some, people streaming that. I was like, man, I got to get back in and play that game again. So I'm going to be checking that out.
Are the specs high for that on the PC?
It's not that good on PC. It doesn't look any more impressive than it did on PS4, to be honest with you.
Hell of a game.
It did seem to be running that smooth.
So you're just going to be playing it. You're just going to be playing it on the PS4 then.
Yeah, I'm not going to get it on Steam.
The Dell won't power that bad boy up.
The Dell will melt.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, are you going to play it on the computer? Well,
hell no, I'm not going to put... No, not my Dell. God damn, my Dell. My trusty Dell. I got Pat in here. Hey, Dell, you're doing great. You
Just don't power it off now on us.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'll fire up on it. I got the disc, so I'll fire up on the PS4. And then some MLB The Show. Been dabbling in that. 19 was free on PS Plus this past year, so I've been playing a little bit more of that. So
did they have all the updates on the show where all the players have COVID and all that?
Maybe the 2020 version they do.
Oh, okay.
Not the 19, but maybe the 2020.
So Matt, on a gout scale of 1 to 10, how inebriated were you on Wednesday for Fall Guys? I think you fell asleep on us at one point.
I mean, it was like 9:30. I was like, I'm done. I'm out. I want to quit.
Yeah.
It was. It was an early night, Wednesday night. I'm sorry. It was unfortunate.
Yeah. We're still waiting for you to get around by the first round.
Do what now?
We're still waiting for you to get by the first round.
Man, even playing by myself, I can't get past them. I've been struggling. In this game. People make it look so easy. It's not. It's not easy. It's a rough game.
We got to stream that.
We do. Wednesday night, we'll stream it.
So yeah, I've only really been playing two things. Well, besides Fall Guys, which we've talked enough about. That's a cartoony Gang Beast character meets Wipeout Bumble Royale. I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Tsushima, which Matt likes to call Ghost of Salami because he can pronounce it better.
Ghost of Salami.
I absolutely love this game. If you're into the Witcher, these open world action RPGs, and I'm not saying this is an RPG, but I'm just saying these open world action games like The Witcher and Horizon Zero Dawn, Assassin's Creed, because the thing that Tsushima does so well is there's like bite-sized content that you can do. So if there's a day where I'm tired from work and I don't feel like I got 2 or 3 hours in to like finish like a side quest, like some of those Witcher ones could go on for hours and hours. You can do some of these things in like 15, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Just little bite-sized missions. And so I find that very appealing, just to go in there, feel like you're making progress. And then, you know what, if I'm tired or whatever, I can just bomb out, at least feel like I did something. So I really enjoy it. The game looks fucking beautiful. I'm liking all the
it's a beautiful game.
The new armor sets that I'm unlocking and all the different power-ups, I guess you'd call them, different abilities. So having lots of fun with that. And then the other thing I decided to do was to jump in headfirst into Animal Crossing. Okay, because I was, as Eric would say, I was down the Cape for a little bit. And so, yeah, I've been playing. I probably have got somewhere around 10 or 12 hours now. So I just got the store open. I'm not sure how long that takes to do. It fucking took me forever to get all that, the iron nuggets. But then I figured out the cheat system to get more nuggets by putting the hole behind you and the hole to the right of you or whatever. So I finally get that. That's where I'm at. So I got my museum and I got my shop up. So, again, however long that takes to do is how long I've been playing.
You need to come visit our island.
Captain Mike. I got to get that dream code from Captain Mike.
Yeah. Here, my island is called, again, Kier Morn, for all you Witcher fans. So,
Maniac, that goes out to you.
I haven't played in a few days, but that's where I'm at with it. I'm having fun with it. I don't feel the incredible pull yet because I don't think I've unlocked a whole bunch of good shit to like get me really excited. You know what I mean? I'm still like, basic stuff. I just finally got a good haircut and some decent clothes. So maybe as I unlock more shit, I'll get more, be more into it. Did anybody watch Animal Talking the other day? You see Selena Gomez was on that? Not that I
haven't seen that yet.
I did see that.
I heard about it, but I need to watch that one.
I'm not a Selena Gomez fan by any stretch, right? But I certainly know who she is. I mean, she averages like 250 million views per video. I think her latest video has 440 million views. So she's like the biggest star that you can almost get, right? And the show led off with her and Trevor Daniel, I think is the guy's name, doing their their song called Past Life. Hell of a get, Gary.
I think he had Brie Larson recently, too, didn't he?
He did, yep. And Danny Trejo is the correspondent. Does
That's
like a
right.
weekly show, Danny's Diary or something.
Yep.
Gary's killing it, you know?
It's a great little show that he puts on there.
Mm-hmm.
Animal Crossing is a great little game. It's a nice game to get in, escape. You don't have to put a lot of time into it if you don't want to. You know, once a day go in, you talk to your villagers and stuff like that. Just do shit. But it's a great, fun, relaxing game to play.
If dispensaries are legal in your state, I highly recommend Animal Crossing.
I was telling the guys last time that we convened here 2 weeks ago that my wife has been pushing me towards a dispensary, and Matt thinks it's a hell of an idea. He thinks it would really benefit me. I don't know why. I don't know why, but he really thinks it would do me some good.
Yes.
So that could be something that happens.
I think it would, especially if you're off the sauce right now. I agree with him.
I got a nice front porch. Now, how do you do that, Corey? Is your wife into that as well?
No, not really. It's just me, and there's
Out
actually a dispensary a couple towns over.
Yeah.
So it's just, every once in a while, I'll just I'll get some gummies or something. I'll have a few of them, and I'll just sit downstairs and play some games. And Animal Crossing is like one of the most perfect games for that. It's very relaxing, very zen.
So you're not actually smoking it. So you're digesting something.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on smoking anymore. I'm like, I don't know, I'm too old for that. And with this global pandemic affecting people's lungs, I'm like, I should probably not abuse my lungs right now. So no, edibles are the way to go as far as I'm concerned now.
Yeah, you can hang out with my wife.
Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll get some. I got tomorrow off. Maybe I'll go to Hudson and get some edibles.
Are you off tomorrow yet too?
Yeah, I really thought this vacation out. I was like, fucking, I'm not going. That Sunday, that feeling you get the Sunday before you have to go back to work after a vacation. I was like, no, I'm pushing that out to Monday. So tomorrow I'll have that feeling, not today. All right.
I wish, guys. I gotta retire first. So
let's
keep stacking paper.
We got a voicemail caller, and then we got Matt's terrible topic. So let's see how we can get through this. We got this one guy who called twice.
Oh shit.
B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. When the world gets turned upside down, you don't know what's going on, then just go on a B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Hey! Woo! What's going on, everybody? Mike, Eric, and if you are here, Catwood.
He's been to the dispensary.
He didn't go to the dispensary. He went to the front of the line of the Coke
It's
counter.
summertime. It's a great time to be alive. The weather's great. People are out doing things. They're biking, canoeing, camping, running, jogging, walking, swimming, sitting on the porch, drinking beer. Or if you're Eric here, it's Mario. We're sitting and running crown. I don't know how you say that. But anyway, what's going on? Yeah. Another show, another week. Here we are. Yeah. Tony had a little thing there. You see that? And when I watched it, I'm sure you talked about it. Yeah. It's good, but again, I don't know, I'm in this thing where they're not winning me. I mean, I'm going to be there. I'll be there. I'll come over, but I'm not coming over day one because I'm sorry, with Microsoft, Sony, you're not showing me anything to be there day one. I mean, I can see the future. The future looks bright. The future looks great. I think gaming is going to be outstanding in the next gen, but there's just nothing to have me there day one. I'm just going to kind of sit and bench and play what I got and wait my time out and make the move when it's time to make the move. That's just how I'm feeling about it. I don't know how you guys are, but there's just nothing's like, wow, you've got to be there. It's like, yeah, I see where we're going, and it's a great road, but I don't really need to be there yet, so I'm not going to be there yet. Anyway, here's a question. I was out stopped at one of those roadsides that, they sell that produce and stuff, peaches, apples, corn, all that good stuff. Yeah. So looking at the corn, I'm not really a big corn on the Carl Sound fan. I'm not a big fan. I like it, but I'm not like a big fan. But this guy comes over, the guy who grew it, he starts giving me like a lecture on how he cross-moleculed the DNA and all this other great stuff. Well, this guy was almost like Dr. Frankenstein of his corn. I could just see this guy is born. I've done it. I created the perfect corn. I was like, dude, if you want to sell it to me, just give me a good price and let's go on it. But he talked me into it, and I got to say, man, that corn was the best corn I've ever eaten in my life. My goodness, props to that man. That man's a genius. So anyway, if you do like corn on the cob, how do you do it? Like, do you grill it? And if you grill it, do you like leave the husk on, or do you dehusk it, or I don't know, like do old school and like boil it in a pot of water? Yeah. Maybe you microwave it. I don't know. Or maybe you do something I've never heard of. But I'm curious. How do you eat your corn? Do you like the corn on the cob? That is. Let's not talk about canned corn. I don't even know canned corn. We're talking about the good stuff. Who's in the summertime? That's all I got, Jeff.
It's a long way to go for a recipe.
I mean, if you could shut up, we can tell him how we eat our corn.
He's got another voicemail, but before we play this next half, quickly around the horn, Matt, how do you do your corn?
Grilled.
Corey.
Boil it.
Eric. I don't eat corn.
Grill it.
I'm a bull. We're 2 and 2. Boiled. I had some tonight. All right, there you go.
Good job. Good job.
Corn on cob is fucking awesome.
Yep.
No matter how you do it. I love corn on cob.
On the cob is better than off, hands down.
Yep.
All right, so we got second half of this here.
All right, look, I was ending. I was keeping it short. I did my best. Darn it, I did my best. I get more into that short of time. I need a bigger time frame here or something. I need like an extra special hotline or something. At least gives me like 30 more seconds. That would have been good. Since I'm back for round 2, then we might as well go with the Let's Go Yankees. Yeah, the greatest team ever. How about them Yankees? Stop doing that. Mike, just smile, man. Just smile, Mike. It's all right. You're Red Sox win every now and then. It's all right. Just smile. Everything's good. All right, I'm killing it now because I'm not doing 3. 3 would be a really big embarrassment. I just want to rub a little salt in the wounds there of Mike and Matt. Yeah, it's good. I could say I talk Yankees there. He don't say that. He just be quiet. He just smiles. My Nationals have the rings, man. I'm great. Yep, I know.
Is he still going on?
Anyway, good talk to you guys. And really, stay safe. Be happy. Keep your heads up. Drive on. Enjoy life. It's a short ride, gentlemen. It's a short ride. I lost a good friend this week. It's a short ride. Enjoy it for what it is. Don't let the days go by being mad and sad. It's not worth it. And for always and ever,
all right. Thank you, Dub F, and my condolences for the loss of your friend. I saw that post on Twitter this week, so I was very sorry to hear that. So, Corey, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this. We do this thing where Matt reads a terrible topic. I think I told you about the top. So we're gonna segue over to that. Matt, before we do that, give out the phone number for the voicemail line in case other people want to, contribute.
Besides Fred, want to call? It's 508-659-BFFS. 508-659-2337. Call that goddamn number up. Leave us a voicemail.
Here we go. Matt's little jingle.
Might be women of the night walking around broadcasting out their anuses. I'm like 70s Harry.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at that. Burn it up. I'm right down in the fucking bed. Adult toys, sex crime or sexual assault, vaginas. Jesus fucking Christ.
All right, who's got the GPS on the rub and tug?
That's the best jingle out there. That's the best jingle out there.
All right, Corey, I might have lied to you. We had to play that jingle because Ian Hale loves it. But really, if you go back into the Wayback Machine, Corey, there was something that we used to have on Gamers in Beta called the hot seat. And guess what, motherfucker? You're in the hot seat.
Oh, really?
Here we go. So, five questions for you here, okay? Matt often...
I was duped into this. I had no idea.
Duped. Matt often says on the show that a hole is a hole and a mouth is a mouth. Okay? But on a recent Gaming with Friends, he drew the line with hands. Okay? A mouth is a mouth, a hole is a hole, but he was not down for hands. Okay? So push comes to shove, Corey. A random mouth, hole or hand?
He's pondering. He said, "Let me think about this."
I need to take this shit seriously.
That's some serious shit.
Probably a mouth, I think I would have to go with, because with the hand, it would require more skill. I think it would require more of the giver
Technique?
would need a certain amount of skill.
Technique.
So yeah, exactly, technique. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, so I guess I would go with mouth. Yeah,
and the mouth is a cleaner process, towards the end.
True. True, exactly. Towards the end.
All right, I know you are a retro guy. So here we got multiple choice here. Retro games remind me: A, I've wasted so much time with my life. B, I'm old as fuck. Or C, games are so much better now.
Shit, is there an all of the above? Can I pick an all of the above?
Yeah, I'm taking.
I mean, as much as I love like an old school Duck Hunt or The Legend of Zelda, I gotta admit games are way better now. Like, I can't say that they're not. That's ridiculous to say they're not. So yeah, D, all of the above. It's gotta be all of the above.
All right. Another multiple choice here. The pandemic has made me realize that A, I never should have changed careers. 2, I'm a prolific masturbator. Or 3, nooners are so much fun.
Oh, 2. Hands down. No pun intended.
Hands down.
Prolific.
That was awesome.
I got to add that to my Twitter profile.
All right. You might think that another multiple choice here. You might think Trump is a huge pile of steaming shit, but the best thing I've spent my stimulus money on was 1, Rogaine, 2, a new mattress, or 3, another Nintendo-related tattoo.
These are all definitely cheap jabs at me.
That's how we roll.
I'll be honest. I've been really heavily considering a second tattoo, so I got to go with that last one.
There you go.
All right. And the last question here on the hot seat. This hasn't been too bad for you. Phil Spencer wants to tap into Facebook's 2 billion users for Project xCloud. Now, if someone hacked into your cloud, Corey, what would be the most embarrassing thing that they would see?
Oh, definitely my Pornhub search results.
Would you give us
ashamed of?
Would you give?
Let's be a little more specific.
Yeah, could you give us a little taste?
Give us a taste, Corey.
You guys want to know my keyword searches? Is anybody else brave enough to say their keyword searches right now?
No, you don't have to. We're just being fooling around. So that's what.
All right, amateur Asian teens. That's as far as I
All right. Well, welcome back, Corey, and thanks for partaking in the hot seat. It wasn't too bad.
Oh, man, that was awesome.
My pleasure.
That was good. Nice little surprise there.
Now, Matt, do you have a terrible topic handy?
I do.
All right, let's hear one.
I do. This is great. This is from over across the pond, as they say. Cheeky boar leaves nudist grunting in laptop chase. A nudist in Berlin got too close to nature for comfort when a wild boar snatched his plastic bag, which had his laptop inside. If you guys click on the article, well, I don't have the article in the chat, but there's a nice picture of some guy's ass here. Adele Landier, an actor and life coach, took photos of the chase at Telefuse, a popular bathing spot, and put them on Facebook. It says, "Nature strikes back," she wrote, adding that the man laughed it all off. "He gave it his all with not a stitch on," she reported. "I then showed the photos to the man. He laughed soundly and authorized me to make them public." He was very focused, it says here. Mr. Landor provided more details on her Instagram, or Mrs. Landor on her Instagram post, saying the incident was a good example of someone persevering to achieve their goal. She said the remaining nude sunbathers at the spot where the wild boars appeared. While the man was bathing, she writes, the boars calmly ate a pizza from his backpack, and then they were looking for dessert. They found this yellow bag and decided to take it away. But the man who owned it realized it was the bag with his laptop in it. So somehow this guy put, his laptop in a plastic grocery bag. And the boars came and took it. And there's pictures here of this naked guy running around these fields chasing these boars with his laptop and his, dinghy out and everything, trying to get, his laptop.
It sounds like it would be more appropriate if there was whores and he was chasing them around naked with his laptop.
Unfortunately, this wasn't the right word. Yeah.
Corey, have you ever done that? Being chased around by boars naked?
Well, yeah.
All right.
Oh, no.
Apparently, this is a very popular thing in Germany. It says there's a strong tradition of naturism in Germany, where in summer it is quite normal for people to strip off in the parks. The Back to Nature movement.
And hang out with boars?
Is known as, here's, Jay's going to love this. The Back to Nature movement is known as freaking culture.
Copy and paste that word.
Or FKK for short.
Copy and paste that word into chat. So we can all try to pronounce that at the same time.
This is the word right here.
Seriously.
Hold on. Copy.
I'm going to be sore after pronouncing that.
Here's chat. Oh, did we just get a sub for that?
No, bits.
It's a cheer for that.
There's the word.
Oh.
That's the word right there. You all try and say that fucking word.
Freikorps percutor.
Say it in a German accent.
Freikorps percutor.
That's probably the closest we're going to get right there.
I go with what Mike said. Mike said it.
It's official.
It's a stamp it. Well, thank you, Matt, for bringing that to the table. I feel enlightened now.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Well, let's wrap up the show. Amazing. An hour and 45 minutes went by so fast. So, Corey, thanks for coming on. You got any shout-outs or plugs? Anything you'd like to get off your chest at this time?
Plugs, I guess I'm legally obligated to plug where I work. If you guys have any interest in one-up games, just check out One Up Gamer, all one word, on Twitter. And our pinned tweet has links to all our other social medias on that. And we recently got affiliate status on Twitch, so we're putting a lot more stuff on Twitch lately.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, check us out on Twitch.
In the early days, it was always hysterical that you would leave the stream on for days. I'd have to text you. I'd have to send you messages. Hey, your Mario Kart page has been up for 2 days now. Just so you know.
Yeah, having to edit a stream that's 36 hours long, yeah, that's a real pain in the ass.
All right. Eric, how about yourself, sir?
Man, I want to shout out Corey, man. Let's go ahead and Corey back on the mic, man.
Mm-hmm.
Love seeing Corey back on that. And everybody in the chat, man. And Matt and Mike, too. That's it, man.
All right. Matthew?
Yeah, Corey, thanks for coming on tonight, man. It was great hearing your voice again on the show. It's like the old times here with Gamers in Beta. I miss some of the fake commercials and shit that used to happen every once in a while. I think my favorite was Christmas time when Santa Claus and was telling the kids how bad they were, and someone was like, "What? What were you talking about?" That was
Joe State.
That was one of my favorite ones.
I can't believe you brought that up because I actually I was going through my computer and I found that audio file of Joe State being Santa Claus. Yeah, that bit was probably my favorite bit that we ever did.
That was one of the best ones. That one there. Though. And then I'm going to be biased here. The one I was involved in where we had the group chat community thing where, gamers that didn't want to shit on the gamers or whatever and I was
you were like the moderator.
Oh yeah.
So I'm a little biased there, but everyone in the chat, thank you everybody in the chat for showing up tonight again. It's always fun doing these live shows. This is a blast for sure, and it's nice having a guest on. Thank you again, Corey, for coming on tonight.
Yes, Corey, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for coming on. Really appreciate it. Good to hear your voice. I want to give a shout out to Chaffee. Sounds like he's going through something right now, and he's ended his podcast. We all know how that can be. So hopefully he gets through whatever he's going through, and the podcast can come back at some point. And if it doesn't come back, that's his decision as well. But I hope everything is well with him. Also, a shout out to Los. He had a post on Twitter or Instagram somewhere the other day that seemed a little concerning as well. So hope everything is okay with Los too. Thinking about both of you guys and hope everything is okay. But other than that, end on a positive note. Thanks to everybody showing up in chat, welcoming Corey to the show. Specific shout out to Ian Hale for gifting all the subs, along with Matt with the gifting the subs.
Hey, what about me?
and the whatchamacallit, and the biddies and things like that. So it was so impressive that Corey just left the show early. So.
He had to duck out.
He had to duck out.
But thanks or something.
But thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. We enjoyed doing this, and we'll talk to you next time. All right?
It is great.
The advanced bug plug actually is not that difficult.
All right. You thought I forgot? But I don't forget. All right. Everybody have a good night. We'll talk to you later. See ya.
Night chat. Thank you.